My next guest was lucky enough to also have a ticket. Her name's Mika Johnson. She came all the way from BC, but she was born and raised in Kingston. So Mika, you've been a Tragically Hip fan for quite some time. You've been to 13 concerts. Well, what was last night like?
Last night was very unique. The energy in the crowd was amazing. The set list was so good. And you could tell the love between the band members was there more than ever before. And it was just really lovely to be a part of that.
I mean, we were talking, one of my favorite moments was, when Gord goes and kisses each of the members. Yeah. You really could see the love. But we've been on this journey with the band since, of course, the announcement of Gord's news. What is it like for you as a Hip fan to be a part of last night?
Well, last night was really special. I mean, I know there are lots of people who wanted to be at that show, so I count myself very lucky to have been there. Yeah, it was just a very unique experience. I think it was so nice to know that the rest of Canada wanted to be there too, was there supporting them. So yeah, I feel really lucky.
Many of them were watching along. We know hundreds of screening parties across not only Canada, but around the world. People tweeting. I saw people tweeting from Scotland saying they were watching, the UK, Rio de Janeiro. Now tell me, what was one of your favorite moments from last night's show?
There were some songs that I, love hearing live. I love every time that there's an opportunity for Gord to dance, he does his, things where he's painting the crowd, he's capturing the moment in his mind. And I love those moments. So songs like Poets that allow him to really go for that, I loved those moments.
We were discussing his performance during Fiddler's Green, where he, a song that you don't hear too often, but Gord Downie just looking out into the audience, really capturing the moment. It's amazing to speak with people to learn about how the Hip have affected them. But what was one of your earlier memories of the band?
Yeah. Well, the band was always playing on the radio around Kingston, and you were aware of them as a presence in Kingston as well. But I remember one day coming home, and my older brother was playing 38 Years Old on his guitar, and he taught me the lyrics to that song, and we sang it together. And that was when I first realized how deep those lyrics could be, how much they could touch you emotionally, and that intrigued me to, learn more about the Hip and their lyrics and their jams.
I mean, so much anticipation building up to last night's show, and fans have also been able to see the Hip. You were able to see the Vancouver programs, the Vancouver shows. But what does it feel like now that the tour's come to an end?
Well, the tour's come to an end, but that doesn't mean that the band members will stop making music. We know that it won't mean that Gord will stop making music. He'll certainly, I presume, keep expressing himself through his poetry and his music. And so I hope that just like any other life experience that we've benefited from having Gord's perspective on, I hope that we can, if he's open to it, still share in those experiences, because I know he'll handle them with courage and grace.
Courage and grace. And I remember that part of that performance of Grace 2, Courage, another great one from last night. My personal favorite, Ahead by a Century.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, all of them amazing. You knew that the concert likely wasn't over until Ahead by a Century was played, so I'm so glad they did.